Hi, everyone, and welcome to my week 7 presentation. My name is Evelyn Bright, and this is for the MPA 545 class. So let's get started with week 7. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is conflict management. I had two sources this week. I chose a little blog that I thought was super interesting, and then I also used a peer review article from Google Scholar. And when it was discussing the conflict management, it was discussing how there is a lot of different recommendations and viewpoints when it comes to conflicts and the views of how the conflict may be. With the blog, it was talking about how conflict management is a use of processes, tools, and skills to find creative and respectful ways to manage disagreements and disputes within the workplace. And 5 kind of examples or rules to kind of go about that would be like accommodating the individual, avoiding, the conflict, compromising, collaborating, and then being very competent in what you're talking about. So when I was looking at my other peer-reviewed article, it was talking about how when it comes to certain projects that we're doing as a team or as a business or whatever it may be, how to manage that conflict when we have different viewpoints on certain things and different perspectives. And I thought it was really interesting how they want to manage the conflicts. So, the project priorities take precedent. That is the first thing that should matter, and then there needs to be a discussion between the two individuals that are having the conflict, so then we could come to a common agreement of how to make the project better or resolve the conflict, because in the end, the biggest thing that needs to be focused on would have to be the business at hand, and that would be either the project that you're working on, the common goal that you guys are working on together. Anything else really just shouldn't get in the way of that common goal. And if you have any issues, maybe it needs to be talked about through the project or even after the project, and just come to a common ground with that. So on this slide, we're going to be talking about the dispute resolution design. And with that being said, what I chose for this was a peer-reviewed article as well, and the article is about employment discrimination in the U.S. Postal Service. They use the mediation program within the business to help make sure that discrimination doesn't happen again. During the years of 1997 through 1999, mediation exit surveys were conducted to collect the data information about the nature of the employee's claims. And then all the research that they collected in those 2 years, it showed no significant difference in the satisfaction of the fairness between the mediation program, as well as when it comes to dispute resolution designs. It's, mediation, litigation, arbitration. It's kind of bringing all of those together and trying to make sure that they're being utilized, so then they're not there's not issues reoccurring within a certain business. And yeah, so let's get on to the next slide. All right, and then one of our last slides is going to be training for the workplace. I chose a video in regards to this specifically, and I really liked it. It's from Visme, and they're really well known for boosting employee engagement and improving overall productivity for businesses. And they kind of give the rundown of how to make your business more effective and make the training for your workplace more enjoyable for your employees. So a few things that they kind of noted was investing in training and making sure the training is, literally having one pamphlet, one document that holds all the information about the training itself. And when, of course, when you hire somebody on, they have their onboarding process that helps with the retention, positive effects, expectations of their roles and goals of the business, and any knowledge gaps that they might not know about the business itself. It also talked about succession planning and the culture effects that could come with that, and making sure that, every training there's something to build off of, in making sure that the goals of the program are known from the beginning of training. Hey, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for better communication skills. So we're going to be talking about communication throughout this entire training and how to better affect that, or better implement that into the workplace. They use an acronym SMART, and they said be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So using all of those to be able to make training more effective for the workplace and more enjoyable for the employees. All right, guys, and now we are done with our presentation. So thank you guys for listening to my presentation in week 7. We are almost done with this course, and I am so excited to see what everybody has to say about their week 7 presentation, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.